Clinical studies of the ingredients found in baby's magic tea. A product of Secrets of Tea. Listed ingredients: Matricaria chamomilla, Funiculum vulgare, Cuminum cyminum. As science improves our capabilities to study the natural world, we often find ourselves stumbling into the next revolutionary insight and medical advancement. With the latest in DNA technology and micro-bacterial analytic techniques, science has stumbled into the next revolutionary insight of the human body and its potentially vast implications for proper human health with natural ingredients. Namely, science has discovered the aptly part of the body and its specific implication in proper food digestion, the human gut microbiota. The infant gut microbiota is the culmination of all bacterial genus and species, of which there are many millions, that colonize the infant intestinal tract. It is here that medical studies are investigating how good bacteria helps in the digestion of food and how bad bacteria may have direct links to disease and disorders. These studies aim to understand the differences in bacteria and the correct medicines to re-establish homeostasis of the infant gut microbiota for proper infant health and growth. In infancy, a child is born sterile and without any bacteria in its gut. This makes the first few moments of life vitally important, as it is in these first hours and days that bacteria will colonize the child by feeding. If the right balance of the various bacteria in the infant's gut is not met, the infant will likely experience intestinal discomfort until that bacterial equilibrium sorts itself out. Such bacteria that the infant deals with at birth include but are not limited to Staphylococci, Streptococci, Corynebacterium, Lactobacilli, Micrococci, Propionibacterium, and Bifidobacterium. A thorough analysis of the current scientific literature regarding these active ingredients will be presented. The primary assertion is that these ingredients have a positive effect on establishing a healthy gut microbiota and act as a substantive homeopathic remedy for intestinal troubles. Matricaria chamomilla. Recognized as one of the oldest and most established medicinal herbs in the history of humanity, chamomile has been used to treat infant ailments ranging from hay fever, inflammation, insomnia, wounds, and gastrointestinal disorders. Its application is wide and its effects are resilient. Chamomile is of the Asteraceae family and has its ecological beginnings on the European continent. In its long history, chamomile has often been administered as a tea with its essential oils and active ingredients seeping from the herb itself into the boiling water for consumption. So, as with any product of medicinal value, a clinical study was conducted on the medical use of chamomile. The following is an excerpt from a study conducted by Case Western Reserve University in Cleveland, Ohio, and published in the peer-reviewed journal Molecular Medicine Reports. On the scientific evaluation of chamomile and colic/diarrhea conditions, lead author Dr. Jamajai Srivastava writes, a chamomile extract may help shorten the course of diarrhea in infants as well as relieve symptoms associated with the condition. 47. 2 clinical trials have evaluated the efficacy of chamomile for the treatment of colic in children. Chamomile tea was combined with other herbs, German chamomile and fennel, for administration. In a prospective, randomized, double-blind, placebo-controlled study, 68 healthy term infants who had colic, 2 to 8 weeks old, received either herbal tea or placebo, glucose, flavoring. Each infant was offered treatment with every bout of colic, up to 150 milliliters/dose, no more than 3 times a day. After 7 days of treatment, parents reported that the tea eliminated the colic in 57% of the infants, whereas placebo was helpful in only 26%. No adverse effects with regard to the number of nighttime awakenings were noted in either group. 48. Another study examined the effects of a chamomile extract in 79 children aged 0.5 to 5.5 years with acute, non-complicated diarrhea who received either the chamomile in =39 or a placebo in =40 for 3 days. Diarrhea ended sooner in children treated with chamomile 85%, than in the placebo group 58%. 49. These results provide evidence that chamomile can be used safely to treat infant colic disorders. To reiterate from the above excerpt, in a double-blind trial of children with colic, after 7 days of treatment, parents reported that the tea eliminated the colic in 57% of the infants, whereas the placebo was helpful in only 26%. This is important in that it proves the efficacy of chamomile. Additionally, the second clinical trial highlights the findings of the first in that diarrhea ended sooner in children treated with chamomile and pectin, 85%, than in the placebo group, 58%. Suffice to say, these results provide evidence that chamomile can be used safely to treat infant colic and digestive disorders. Funiculum vulgare, or colloquially shortened as fennel, is a herb of the Apiaceae family and is indigenous to the shores of the Mediterranean. As a stilbenoid, fennel is packed with nutritious value and is a rich source for protein, dietary fiber, B vitamins and several dietary minerals that have significant biochemical implications in infant health and bacterial control. In a double-blind clinical study conducted by Irina Alexandrovich, MD, Department of Pediatrics, St. Petersburg, it was determined that infants with colic, supplementation with an emulsion of fennel seed oil relieved colic in 65% of cases, compared with 24% of infants receiving a placebo. 4,5 This is a statistically significant difference that highlights the medicinal benefits of fennel in treating baby colic. Cuminum cyminum, or colloquially shortened as cumin, is a herb of the Apiaceae family and is native in the areas of the eastern Mediterranean to South Asia. With its similarly long history as an ancient medicinal herb, cumin is recognized for its strong flavor and warm aroma due to its essential oil content. In Sanskrit, cumin is known as jeera, or that which helps with digestion. Analysis: based on the information found researching the ingredients of baby's magic tea, it can be concluded that the benefits as described are credible and supported by scientific literature through intensive clinical studies. Baby's magic tea, a blend of 3 ingredients, carries the weight of relieving infant colic and digestive distress. The additional benefit of being a long-tested remedy is sincere to its apparent effects. Nothing safer and better than nature's remedies.